The first thing I did is I just cry. A lot of questions going on in my mind, but I just cry.
I just saw the leaves of the trees here falling on the sides. The ceiling was broken. The roof of the market is already broken. And it bangs everything. We can see the roof of the houses keep banging up and down like a flip-flop.
It's like an atomic bomb fell and just destroyed everything that we could see.
It looked like a war zone. It looked like everything had been blown up. So all of these folks that were living in standard type of homes here, they were just totally blown away.
The Assemblies of God is really badly hit, and our churches are really damaged.
In our district, we have surveyed 56 totally damaged structures, church buildings.
Most of the pastors are also living in the churches. They have parsonage. So when the church was destroyed, the parsonage also got destroyed.
Our church, our house, our neighbors' homes will collapse.
Pretty much they would just stare at us and say, we don't know even where to start.
I use my motorbike as our source of energy for light and charging the battery. It's almost 2 days so that we don't have communication.
We found the church was totally fall down. Even our parsonage, my room was totally removed.
We began to do relief with Convoy of Hope and the Assemblies of God Missionary Fellowship as we partnered with all of our local churches.
We are busy meeting the emergency needs of these churches, like food, clean water, medicine, blankets to cover their bodies.
The local church was the first to respond, giving of their own. Though they were victims, they also gave.
People from where I am pastoring asked me to collect offering for the typhoon victims.
First, we're into relief, but the second phase would be rehabilitation of structures. When we help the church recover first, then they'll be able to help the other people recover.
We believe that through the church does not only share the Word of God, but it also share holistically the needs of the people.
We give them a sense of hope, indirectly telling them that they are not alone, they are not forgotten.
If we help the church and we usher it through the church, it would really go to the people.
The ministry of the church will greatly influence the people in those communities.
Because of this event, they know that there is an Assemblies of God church helping them. We bought a panel set of solar set and give them free charging. And we're happy that God is using us in small things that we can have.
So many have beautiful hope. Even though they lost their home, they say we are going to overcome by His grace.
God is a God of miracles. God is a God of impossible.
Those who are pastoring churches whose churches were not affected they've really come together as a national church.
I really thank God for the partnership of churches like Assemblies of God, because they are very quick in responding to help provide some simple materials, indigenous materials that we can buy here to help the churches.
Right after this calamity, there's going to be a revival in areas affected because there's just a hunger to turn to God because of what happened. And it's important for us to make our churches ready for that harvest.
Because these are centers. They're centers not only for our local congregation, but they've really become a center for relief and for ministry to the whole community.
This is our time to help the people in the Philippines.
Heaven will tell how much it would mean to us if somebody would help us.
There's so much that still needs to be done, but we know that as we work together, we can rebuild this place.
Rebuilding together.
Rebuilding together.
Rebuilding together.
Rebuilding together.
Rebuilding together.
Rebuilding together o lulupod kita sa pagbangon liwat.
Magtatayo ulit.
Pagbuligay sa kada isa.
Magtulungan tayo.
Aton patindugon liwat.
Rebuilding together.
We want to rebuild churches that have been destroyed by Typhoon Yolanda in the Philippines. And I want to thank you in advance for taking this to heart and helping us to do that job hand in hand with the Filipino. Together, let's rebuild.